So remember with linear functions, we did linear regression. Well, now with exponential functions, we can use our calculator to do exponential regression. So remember, look at this little star over here. Find an exponential equation that represents the data a times b raised to the x. So our calculator will find that for us. We don't have to work it out by hand. So it says the following data represents the amount of money an investor has in an investment account each year for 8 years. Determine the average annual rate of return on the investment. So we have year is our x, account balance, or the money in the account, is the y value. So this is horizontally orientated. So in order to do exponential regression, we're going to follow almost the same steps as linear regression. We're going to put x is in L1, y is in L2. But whenever we do regression, we're going to choose exponential regression instead of linear. So we're going to follow step 1 first. All right. So with your calculator, we're going to go to stats, go to edit. For L1, we are going to put our numbers in. But instead of the year, we are going to do starting with 0. So the first year is going to be our 0 year. So we're going to put in 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And we're going to go over to L2. We are going to put the account balance. So put those numbers in. Be really careful with your numbers so you don't add anything extra or miss any numbers. And then go back and check all of your numbers before you continue on. Check that all your numbers are the exact same from your table over here to your calculator. Okay, we're not going to worry about step 2 and step 3. That is how you would put it on your graph. We're not going to worry about that right now. So we're going to do this step and then the next step, or the last. Don't worry about the others. You can if you want, but we're going to focus on just finding the equation. So we are going to go to stats, over to calc, and we want to find 0, which says exponential regression. Underline that. So originally with linear, we do linear regression. Then there's all other types of regression. But we're going to choose exponential, so it's the 0. EXP regression. You see all the different ones, but we want to choose 0, which is EXP regression. Push enter, then keep on pushing enter. And that is going to give us the values of our equation. It also gives us what the exponential function looks like, a times b raised to the x. So it says a is that we're going to round to 2 decimal places, okay? So put these in, set up. So I'm going to write what a is down here. A is 20,018.03. So that's what they're estimating to be the starting amount in the account. And then B is our rate, 1.0575. So this one I'm going to round to 4 decimal places. So what is happening to the amount of money if our B value is 1.0575? It's increasing, it's going up because it's greater than 1. So once we have the A and the B, we can write our equation. So it's 20,018.03 times 1.0575 raised to the x power. And then the average rate of return, the average annual rate of return, is looking at this. And since it's above 1, we want to see how much above 1. We would subtract. So we do 1 minus 1.0575, which is just what's to the right of the decimal. I'm going to keep it as a positive, though. So it's 0.0575. But to write it as a percent, we're going to move the decimal over 2 places. So it's 5.75%. Okay, we just have 2 examples here. We cut them off of another assignment. So what I want you to do is I want you to put this into L2, write your equation. So if you need to, go ahead and just clear out the memory. That way it resets everything. I'm going through the steps also. So I put in L1, L2, and then I did stat over to calc down to 0 for exponential regression. So A is 0.01 and 4 is the B value. So it's A times B raised to the X. That's 0.01 times 4 raised to the X. 4 came from here. And if you look at it, how much is it increasing by each time? You're multiplying times 4. See how it's 0.01 times 4 is 0.04. Times 4 again is 0.16. Times 4 again is 0.64. So 4 is what is the growth factor. We're not going to find the percentage or anything like that. And then the initial amount is 0.01. So this is our function. You can write it as f of x equals or y equals. All right, now do the next one. Stat over to calc down to exponential regression. A is 3, B is 3. So remember A is your start value, which is where x is 0. And then your growth rate on this one is multiplying times 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 times 3, and so on. So 3 times 3 raised to the x. We're going to glue both of these in the next page in your journal.